Well, how's it going today, guys? Today we're working on our new Versatile. We're not really working on it, just putting some things on it that we need to have for our Striptill. My dad ordered this tractor 2 years ago, and we finally got it this year. And we just have some things to put in it yet. We got our GPS in, we got our ag leader in, we got our scales in. They just need to be hooked up, and we need to also hook up our camera here. That's what I'm going to be working on today, so we can see what we're doing behind the Striptill. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So our Striptill here, you can see the way that it is. We got our 2 dry tanks and then a 16-row bar here, and then we also, not only do we do dry with it, but we also put on our anhydrous with it at the same time. But the problem is you can't see behind those tanks from the cab of the tractor. So the outside rows, if you get a plug anywhere, you can see it, but in the middle of the machine you can't see nothing. So if you get plugged, you're plugged bad by the time you notice it. So that's what I'm thinking, is somewhere by the guidance globe there, I point a camera straight down across these row units, then we can see. Now the camera that I got, it's got a 130-degree angle, so I should be able to get most of these row units in the camera. I'm hoping. If it doesn't pick up the end couple rows, no big deal, because we can still look around the back and see that. So that's what I'm up against with that, trying to get this thing ready the rest of the way. So now we go back to the tractor. Just look at this thing in all 18 feet of width of its glory. It's just such a beautiful sight, and it's so much cheaper than the green paint. And you get a Cummins engine and a Caterpillar transmission. I mean, that's America right there. I mean, Cat and Cummins, what a treat. So up here, let's see, we're looking the exhaust side of the cab, right side of the cab. If you're looking at it from the back, left side from the front, however you want to look at it. So underneath here, there's a plate. It's currently not here, but we got the plate out, and this is where you run the wires through. They make a little cover that goes over that from the factory. So we got to run somehow. We got to run. Well, we got, what's this? Might go to the scales. My dad was kind of already tinkering with this a little bit today. So, oh, what's this? Go to, this must be scale 2. Okay, so we have our scales and our camera to hook up. And now, back here behind the seat is where that hole is. Yeah. I just gotta get this. Oh, and this is also where the fuses are at. If anybody was wondering where the fuses are in the back of a Versatile, there they are. Okay, so, boy, It's in there somewhere. So let me get this stuff hooked up, and then I'll show you my fancy pants camera when I get it hooked up. Alright, so the Apollo Cornfield edition is getting closer to being done. I just got the camera plugged in outside and it's just kind of pointing at the tires right now, but so there's the camera, and I just have to hook up the scales. I got to run the wires in for that. Each one of those goes to one of those dry tanks I was showing you on the Striptill. So I'll get that done. Let's see. To wire the thing, I just hooked up a couple spade connectors into the EO outlet thing over here. I just got to finish putting the panels back together, and then we're ready to hook it back up to the Striptill and position the camera. Alright, so it's the next day. Been feeling kind of under the weather change and all that, sinusy stuff. So if I'm sounding a little down, that's why. But anyway, it's the next day. Everything's hooked up. We just gotta hook this thing up to the Striptill now. So I'll fire it up, and we'll go hook it up to the Striptill. Oh, where's the cup holder in this thing? Okay, so according to where I got my camera set, I'm just about above it. But I'd like to get another camera for that, because you can't see nothing from the cab. That's probably way too far. Yeah, that'll probably work. Alright, got that done. Now I just got to figure out all that. Because all this is numbered, but there's a lot of it. And then we can run our wire back to this toolbar for our camera here. And I think that's what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna just go back there and see if I have to build any kind of bracket or anything, or if I can just find a place to stick my magnet mount on there and make it work. So I'll run that back there real quick. Okay, so first try, I'm gonna put it up here, pointing out from where the GPS globe is mounted, but I don't know if that's going to be a very good view. And then I thought about putting it on there, but I don't think that's going to get me a very good view either. I might have to make a camera pole of some kind. When you're in the cab, you can see from here on over, you know, like these end 6 rows, you can see pretty visibly from the cab. It's just the center part, because of the dry fertilizer tanks, is what makes it challenging. And then you got all them rubber fertilizer hoses, and yeah, the camera's gonna be a game changer for plugs. I mean, that's really all a guy needs to see. That would probably work. I mean, it's better than nothing, because you can see all the row units right there. And if they're plugged up, you would probably notice that on that camera. Okay. So that's that for that. I think I'm just gonna leave it right there. I just gotta zip tie the wire up, and it should be good. So I'll do that. And as far as the rest of the video is concerned, I don't know if I have anything until we're actually running this machine, and I can explain it a lot better. This is just hooking up a camera and showing you guys the machine itself. So if you're into strip tilling, or interested in strip tilling and how we do it and all that, I guess stay posted for some other videos. I'll be uploading some more videos on it here in the near future, I'm sure. Right now it's a little too cold to put, or a little too warm to put in hydrous, and dry. We haven't had any rain in about a month. But otherwise, being as this puts on dry fertilizer as well as anhydrous, this just runs off these two dry fertilizer tanks, and then there's meters in here, and that's controlled all hydraulic, and it's got these blowers on each one, and then the fertilizer runs from each row unit out of these tubes. And yeah, that's how that works. And then it all comes out through the end here, like so. All right, well, this is probably a really boring video, not very entertaining at all, but I just wanted to get this shiny new Versatile on camera and see what it looks like hooked up to the Striptill. This fine Canadian piece of equipment here, and this Striptill, and then when we get the anhydrous tank on it, it'll be about, I think it's somewhere around 90 foot long by the time you get the anhydrous hooked up to it. And then they got this fancy winch on here, so it's really not that bad to hook up to an anhydrous tank, because you can just get within 20 feet of it or so and let this hitch out and pull the tank right up to the machine. Pretty nice. Maybe with that camera up there now, maybe that'll help a little bit more too. I don't know. But yeah, once again, I think I'm just gonna make this a video until we're actually ready to start working. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you next time.